What is up guys, it's Jace from Cyclists Training Partner. Welcome to another video. We do gear reviews and training tips, so if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Today we're reviewing the Bontrager XXX Road shoe and got some quick tips on how to set up your cleats. So the XXX Road shoe is marketed as an all-out performance shoe. It's not the lightest on the market, but it's incredibly comfortable. It comes slightly wider than historically the Bontrager XXX shoes do. So what you do get with this shoe is a 14 out of 14 stiffness index rating of the sole, which is the stiffest Bontrager I've ever made. You get the replaceable heel pads, so hit up your local Trek dealer or partner store and get some replacement ones ordered up. You also get the double bows on these, which is very nice. The tongue of the shoe also fits all the way around your foot, and it's got a piece of elastic in there, so it's more like a slipper, and then you've got the strap that closes down onto your foot like that. One thing I do like about this shoe is there is some fore-aft adjustment in the cleat bolt clamps, so you can actually get your cleat pretty far back towards the midsole of your foot. I'd recommend the XXX Road shoe if you're looking for a high-performing shoe and something that fits a little bit wider than the Ballistas or the Velocys historically do. And now for a quick guide on how to set up cleats, what you're going to want is your shoe. You're going to want a compatible cleat, and you're going to want a tool to screw the cleat onto the shoe with. So first thing I'm going to do is screw the cleat onto the shoe loosely, just a couple of turns to secure it. And then once that's on, you should be able to move the cleat around the bottom of the shoe like so. So once you've got the cleat moving around nicely, what you want to do is drop it all the way back and all the way in. And what this is going to do is when you clip that on the bike, it's going to allow your feet to sit wider, more outboard of the pedals and of the cranks. And that's going to allow your feet to track more in line with your hips rather than the narrower stance that you might normally be used to. Now I don't have to go all the way in because I've got 4mm longer axles on my bike. You can also achieve this spacing by putting extra spaces between the pedal and the crank, and I'll put some links down below for those. So once you've loosely set your fore-aft position, what you can then do is put your thumb directly in the middle of the cleat, close one eye, and if you follow down between the front nose of the cleat to exactly in the back and just draw a straight line back, most people are going to want a slightly inset heel. So from the front of the cleat to the back of the cleat, and you just draw a straight line out the back of the heel. Okay, so my line is coming out exactly there, which is going to be a good starting point. What I'm then going to do, hold the cleat down, and I'm just going to take one bolt in quickly, and I'm just going to check again to make sure. I'm going to put my thumb on the back, draw that line straight from the front of the cleat through my thumb and out the back of the heel, and that looks good. Once you've got one shoe set up, you can simply copy the markings on the one shoe onto the other one. This may require some adjustment, so I'd recommend going for a test ride and taking a tool with you so that you can self-adjust. You know, if it's not quite right or your heel feels like it wants to sit slightly wider or slightly more inboard, what you can do is just stop the bike quickly, change the cleat, and then put it back on. Give that another test ride. If you have to tweak it again, you can just stop, adjust it so you get it right, so that everything feels like it's meant to be there and nothing feels foreign or unnatural. So there it is guys. If you enjoyed the video, why don't you leave a comment down below, and we'll see you in the next one.